Hello, Mr. Bueller. This is Sarah Rincon, Brian Nakamoto.
Claire Villa, Chase Vigue, and Reggie Rover. We're doing a PowerPoint on potassium.
Yes, we're going to be talking about potassium and telling you some facts about it. Some things you might want to know are its atomic number, which is 19, its molar mass, which is 39.1 grams per mole, and its melting point, which is 146.1 degrees Fahrenheit, or 63 degrees Celsius.
Celsius is weird though.
Potassium was discovered by Humphrey Davy, and the most common uses include salts used for making gunpowder and for making general salts. In salt, it is used for the reactive nature in cleaning, and in gunpowder, it is used for explosive reactions in the gunpowder.
The name for potassium stems from potash and quali. Potash is English, meaning potassium carbonate being extracted from ashes in a pot of water, while quali means alkali. The potassium is an alkali earth metal. Quali is Arabic. But potassium symbol of K stems from the Latin word of kalium. When it was discovered, potassium was usually confused with sodium because of similar reactions, but sodium was distinguished as the mineral alkali and potassium as the vegetable alkali. You can see the difference between the two elements in exposure to electricity and the color of flame that's created. Potassium is usually a lavender, while sodium is yellow with a red outline.
Potassium's electron configuration is 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3p2, 3p6, 4s1. It's very reactive due to the unfilled third orbital and 4s shell. Potassium is one of the most reactive elements. It reacts very explosively when in contact with water because it usually forms ionic bonds. Because of the H2 that is released when in a reaction with water and the large amounts of energy that are contained, the emitted gas is set on fire. Potassium is very reactive on its own and can be in a part of compounds such as potassium nitrate. Potassium nitrate can be used to fuel the reaction of fireworks as an oxidizing agent because of the contact with sulfur and charcoal. In a firework, potassium nitrate has the most obvious presence, allowing it to react as opposed to simply burning.
Potassium is commonly used in farming as fertilizer, and it has revitalizing abilities which are commonly used in land after harvest. Because of its high reactivity, potassium cannot be directly put into the soil. The benefit of potassium on plants can only occur when it is a part of a salt that alters the reactivity.
Due to potassium's abundance in living things, it can affect most living things. Such as with psoriasis, potassium can reduce inflammatory action and eliminate fungal disease. So that means that if the skin's flaring up, you can use potassium with it, and it'll take down any inflammatory, and it can kill like fungal bacteria thing if it's growing on it. And they use potassium iodide for that, but use of potassium iodide is decreasing, but it's still one of the only options for treatment of some infectious conditions.
Potassium in electrocardiographic changes. In electrocardiographics, potassium can be used to work with elements to maintain the body's nerve energy. The potassium channels sodium through the nerves and creates an imbalance of electrons in order to stimulate the nerves. Studies have proven that in the correct dosage, potassium chloride has been able to keep a test dog from cardiac arrest. But if the dosage is too high, the healthy nerves become overloaded and essentially fail.
In conclusion, potassium is a very diverse element because it's capable of bonding to almost any other element, providing it with many capabilities. Its ability to bond comes from having only one valence electron, and some of its capabilities could be its use in fireworks, fertilizers, or medical treatments. It's useful in fireworks due to its very reactive nature. Fertilizers because it can improve the overall health of growing plants, protect against disease, and is known for the quality of nutrition. It's used in medical conditions to fight any fungus that could be grown, and potassium is one of the 7th most abundant elements on Earth, and humans can't really survive without it. So it's an extremely significant element that affects our lives in many ways.